Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So we're going to talk about the hidden side of Keanu Reeves. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about finance, family, love, and career. Okay? And let's start with finance and see how he's doing. I get it, he does just fine in the finance department. Okay, we'll get one card and we'll clarify it. Okay, yeah, the sun. The sun card is his finances, and he is not hurting for money, and he never will, is what I get. And the strength clarifies it. Why? Because he's strong. Okay, that's interesting. So for finances, we have the sun and the strength card. Okay, now what I get from this, which will be obvious, is the reason his finances are so good is because the roles that he plays, he has to be physically, he has to have strength. And he puts everything into his work and his brute force, his physical body. And that gives him, and this is finances we're talking about, that gives him the sun as it relates to his finances, because he puts his back into it, as they say. He does the physical work because his roles are about the physical, most of his roles, if you really, can think about it. And we'll talk more about his career a little later. Okay, so let's get into family. Let's pull a couple of cards on family and see what the cards want to tell us there. And family could be his mother, father, his siblings if he has them. It could be relationships. And I get that he considers his love, quote unquote, relationships as family. And he does a lot for them. Okay, so family, we have the King of Swords. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. I get that people treat him like he's a page, like he's, just a watery, kind of young-minded, immature person. But the King of Swords comes in and he can have a sharp tongue, because he doesn't like being treated that way, but he doesn't fully understand why he is treated this way, like this page. And so at times he can come out with that sharp tongue and like, whoa, I'm not some child that you can, But his family relationships, I get with his mother, is quite good. And I get that he prefers women in his life for some reason. Okay, let's move on to something else hidden. And we're going to now talk about love. I hear that this will be interesting. All right, so we're going to pull a few cards. We're going to pull a couple of cards from the deck here, and then we'll get a couple of love oracle cards. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get 2 cards for love. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. Okay. So the first card is the Ace of Swords. This person is battered and bruised, okay? And then we have, again, a page of wands. Now, a page in general is a desirable, sexy, handsome, gorgeous person, right? But they're young in the mind, and they don't really fully capitalize on that because they don't see it. Why? Because we have the Ace of Swords here. This is somebody that's been through a lot in relationships, due to their immaturity. And they've been battered and bruised. They've been hurt quite a bit. So much so that they have, I hear, turned love off. That's interesting. Okay. Let's pull a card from the Love Oracle deck and see what else love wants to say. He's not good in relationships, and he chooses the wrong type of women. Women that can be cruel, I get. Okay? And that bind him is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's put. those that he sustains any length of time with. Okay, so we've got this card here. I'm leaving. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served me, and hindered my growth. Now, this is interesting because, he could be getting ready to leave someone, because he generally will and does, after a certain point. But he also, threatens or makes it seem like he's going to leave, but he never does. He's that kind of person. He doesn't have control over his emotional side. Look at all these cards. We're not going to, oh my goodness. Well, it really wants to tell us something here. Okay. All right, let's put these back and let's try it again. You know what? This one's speaking to me. I'm going to take it. It's an interesting one. I'll show it in a minute. And it's religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this is interesting because I get that the relationships that he finds himself in will have a spiritual element to them. But I get like it's a darker kind of spirituality. He involves himself with people that liken themselves to, I don't know, witches or just people, in a derogatory belief system. Because a religion is really, you can have a religion about anything. You can have a belief system about anything. You can hold tightly and practice whatever it is that you believe to be your religion. And I get that he gets sucked into those kinds of things. Different religions, different things that are of no value to him. Let's pull another card and clarify that. I want to get some more out of that. It's interesting. Okay, 8 of Cups. All right, so what I get is, let's look at this card. This card is more about the depiction. This is the 8 of Cups, clarifying religion. And you see how these people at the top here, or these figures, are arguing and fighting? And I get that that's what happens in his relationships, because ultimately he will not subscribe to their belief system, but somehow he's drawn in. He stays in it. It's interesting and unfortunate. All right, just based on that, let's get an oracle card and see, just to clarify anything that we have on the board here, okay? Especially that love and that religion business. Okay, those wanted to come out. We'll let them come out. And I'm going to take this one as well. Okay. All right, so we have several oracles here for him. Healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. I get that he feels the need to do these kinds of things after he has come out of whatever he's been in, or if he has a break from someone. He feels the need to heal, purify, because whatever it is that they involve themselves with is, not so great. Then we have hopeless, okay? Sinking, despair, falling apart. And I feel that he gets into this state of mind a lot. He feels hopeless. It's like the relationships that he finds himself in, it's not like he's with these people. I get he's not with them most of the time. Then we have heart fog. And it says mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. These are his relationships, the people that he brings close to him. They're heart fog. They're when he lets people in, they're messed up people. And lastly, we have distracted, and it's sidetracked, change, and delays. Now, I get that, especially when he is working on a movie or something, he doesn't pay a whole lot of attention to his relationships or the people that he, you know, um, involves himself with romantically. He gets distracted, and they can sometimes spend his money. Okay, let's get a card now on his career. And I get longevity for him. Get longevity. Okay. This is his career card, the happy squirrel, which makes sense, what I just said. I liken this card to the sun. And I just said he has longevity because this card comes in. He's happy. His career is good. His career is solid. His relationships, no. His finances are great. His relationships are like these oracle cards say. He's distracted, heart fog, hopeless, and healing, because he feels like he needs to heal, but he continues to surround himself with negativity and bad influences, bad people. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by The Humble Seer. As always, you take good care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.